When you cannot win by ideas, invite voters.
The fucking border's been invaded by hundreds of thousands of illegals. How many of them are militants? How many of them have snuck in across the border and are forming terror cells? We don't know. I mean, that's the giant fear.
That's for sure happening.
For sure.
There's no doubt.
For sure.
I read this thing that there's like 6 to 10 million people that came across the southern border in the last 4 to 5 years. That's as many people that live in New York City. And then like a crazy increase in people coming across the northern border.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, and I see it. I've been in California a lot the last few months. It's insane how many more people are just obviously all of a sudden just appearing, like getting dropped off on like street corners with buses, literally just in the middle of nowhere. They literally just get off the bus with a cell phone.
But look at New York City. When Cuomo was explaining how New York City
Yeah.
literally has a mandate to house its homeless.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be the people that lived there that were down on their luck. And now it's people that have come in from other cities or other countries rather, illegally. And they're trying to make it so that those people can vote.
Isn't it weird that you have a law that is stronger than Eric Adams because it's by law, by the state, right? So he's not above that law. He didn't even know it. He said, I'm a sanctuary city. Everybody can come. I'll protect you. They send the people. Oh my God, it's too much. I want to kick some out. And then he find out, oh my God, my state has a law that I need to take care of everybody that's homeless. But you normalize everybody that's homeless. Then, oh my God, I need to house these people? Oh no. I'm going to be bankrupt.
That's racist.
And do you see what they're doing with people from Venezuela?
Crazy.
They're sending people
Yeah.
back from Venezuela.
Only from Venezuela.
Yeah, because Venezuela opposes socialism. So they're not going to vote Democratic.
What?
Yeah.
They don't want those people.
That's crazy.
This is fucking wild.
It's crazy how it's so odd. Like when you start thinking about it like that, that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's like totally political, all these moves.
Isn't that hypocrisy crazy, bro? I didn't even know they were sending Venezuela back. I'm like, whoa.
They're literally importing Democratic voters.
Yeah.
They think by allowing the borders to be porous and by giving people aid and giving people housing that you're essentially guaranteeing that if you can rig it so that those people are allowed to vote, those people are going to vote Democratic. And if you could say that, oh, voter ID is racist, like, what? Voter ID is racist?
That's crazy
But
they think that.
But
And
it's
they
not-
don't think that. They don't think
No,
that. They know
it's-
that that's not true.
It's horseshit.
Yeah.
It's all political horseshit. But that's, unfortunately, the level of discourse that we have today, especially with all the virtue signaling on social media and all the people clamoring to prove that they're the most progressive and the most open-minded and equitable. And we're all down for inclusivity and like,
Yeah.
bro.
There's going to be repercussions to all that for sure.
These people are so entitled, they made a new game, Spider-Man 2. They changed the Spanish language, super inclusive. So normally for a girl you say favorita, and for a man favorito. Well, guess what? They just came with favorite. No. All Spanish people are like, whoa, what the heck are you doing with my language? Well, it's inclusive.
What do you mean by that?
I'm like, no, kind of feels like colonization because you're telling us how we have to speak our own freaking language.
And you see the videos in New York City and Chicago and these places where they're just dropping all these people off. They'll like video 500 people in a row and it'll be like 2 women. And almost everyone's like between 20 and 30 years old.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I have one eye. I can still see it.
All military age dudes.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think's going to happen 5 years from now?
Right.
With like 10 million illegal immigrants here.
Also, if you're importing people that have come from horrible, crime-ravaged parts of the world, that's what they grew up with.
Ladies and gentlemen, they come from a third world country. They don't understand feminism. They understand alpha. You know, the alpha that people in your own country cannot even express because they're toxic, but that's part of their culture. I'm like, come on, man. I'm from a third world country. I can't even adapt to the striking system of YouTube. Got a bunch of strikes. Now I'm demonetized. Do you think they are going? No, you're not demonetized. You're funding them, by the way. They're coming with phones.
That's
Right.
what they're accustomed to. And
That's
if you
their
also
baseline.
have that's what they grew up with. That's
Right.
what they're accustomed to. And
That's
if you
their
also
baseline.
have a defunding of the police,
Yeah.
and you also have a complete disrespect for law enforcement in this country, well, it's a recipe for disaster.
Well, and think of it, it's so crazy because everybody has a smartphone these days, even in, you know, almost pretty much every country, people have smartphone and access to the internet. There's 8 billion people on the planet. The U.S. has an incredible, like the lifestyle, like the normal lifestyle in America is crazy, like a joke, how good it is. Like people got it so good in this country. It's insane. 8 billion people are looking at that with social media.
Yeah.
And they're seeing on the news thousands and thousands and thousands of people walking across straight into the U.S.
Yeah.
and getting all these incredible things in return for doing it.
Yeah.
Like I would be wanting to come here too if I was from some fucked up country.
100%.
Yeah, so you
I
can't
don't
blame them,
them
but-
at all.
No.
I don't even blame them. I would 100% be one of those people making their way across. If
And
I
then-
lived in Guatemala or wherever, all I had to do was like hike for a couple of weeks, and I could be in America and get a landscaping job and feed my family. And
You get a bus ticket to
Yeah.
freaking Tijuana or wherever
Yeah.
and then just walk across the border.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't even think I would have got a scholarship and went to study in Holland. I would just go to America. Hey, I'm living the dream.
it's crazy.
Yeah. And then I feel like nobody agrees that having a secure border is a bad idea. I think everyone thinks that a secure border is a good idea.
I disagree. Go ask any Gen Z. No, we need to share everything as long as I can keep having my phone.
Secure border is a good idea.
Well, it became a political talking point during the Trump administration because people wanted to label Trump as racist and they wanted to label the wall as racist. But meanwhile, Obama
That's crazy.
it's so dumb. Obama was talking about that. Obama was talking about that in 2013, that we have to secure our borders.
Obama can say it because he has black privilege. Trump cannot say it because he has white privilege.
And I was reading that it would cost between $4 and $6 billion to finish the wall. And we sent $100 billion to Ukraine.
We accidentally oversent $6 billion to Ukraine.
That's enough to finish the wall and secure the border. Like that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I actually believe that Democrats are very smart because they notice that if they pick always the worst decision that benefits them and not the enemy, it's so bad that even their own people will defend them just like a mommy with their own kids. My kids ain't that bad. It must be the teacher.
So I'll just shut the f*** up!
You know that stupidity? Yeah, I think that's it. You give a Democrat, hey, you have 10 decisions. You can only choose one. They will make 2 decisions. Vlakading. And you're like, whoa, what the? And nobody would believe that actually happened because they're going to be like, that was actually funny. But then you got distracted by anything.
You're a donut!
But that still happened. And they realize, hey, we can do that every day. Okay.
Wait.
Well, you can always like the video. You're a Democrat? Hey, let's go.
You serious?
No.